51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. That makes a whole Pokemon deck. Uh, I've been involved with Pokemon for a long time and playing competitively in their trading card game. Your decks have to have 60 cards and have to be balanced to allow you to win. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with AI? Well, what's really nice about AI and some of the more powerful tools related to I can use it to analyze cards and come up with strategies and solutions to problems that I maybe had not considered. And it can do it much better and much faster and efficiently than me. And while it's doing it, I might be out playing with my kids in the backyard or doing something else. So the ability to allow it to do research for you while you're focused on other tasks that might provide more value is pretty great. So we're going to be talking about that and how to get to those solutions. And at its core, to get to those solutions, what it all comes down to is prompting and providing a prompt that gets you a solution that helps you move forward. So, what does this look like? What does prompting look like in AI? It comes in lots of different shapes and forms. You can do research on it, and I'm going to walk you through some simple ways to accomplish it. Now, before we get too far into this video, I'm going to show you the simplest way to do this in a couple of examples, and it is pretty eye-opening. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the chat here and say, I'm going to begin a new project with you that is using, that's like engaged in helping me build and structure Pokemon decks with a Pokemon card database and helping me understand and search through Pokemon cards to find things that are helpful. And so I just need some help with that. But before we get into that, I want to know, like, what type of structure when working with you would work best for our prompts so that I provide you a meaningful set of instructions that you know how to work with and uh, be able to internalize and produce a solution that's close to what I'm looking for, or maybe exactly what I'm looking for. In a nutshell, how do I write the best prompts to work with you? And that's the secret of knowing how to prompt with an AI. You can ask it how to write a prompt, and it will tell you the things that are helpful. Now I'm going to iterate this one step further. Could you turn this into a template for me that I could fill out based on um, just if I were to take dictation of what I'm saying and it were to be applied to another bot, it could follow and take out all of my words and put it into a structure that provides this. And if it's missing something, it might just put square brackets to showcase what it's missing. This is a pretty in-depth template. And now what I can do is leverage some of the tools that we've leveraged in the past to make this more efficient. So I could take this and put it in Super Whisper and make a template, which we'll do real quick. So I'm going to open up templates. I'm going to open up its settings, and I'm going to create a new model, and I'm going to call it, sorry, we do the custom one here, and we're going to, sure, that's fine. We'll use 04 mini. We're going to change the prompt, and we're going to say, fill out this tile or this template based on the text I provide. If you are missing something, just put square brackets that say add more here if you do not have the context. So there we go. And we could add an example if we wanted, which we might do in just a moment. All right, we won't add an example right now, but we'll go back to the model settings, and somewhere in here we can change the name from custom to prompt. And that's cool. So now we have our prompt model here, and we can say in here, we can open up the chat. choose prompt. All right. I want to build a Pokemon deck that uses a style of formatting and gets us some type of a Pokemon deck that uses the concept of milling to deck our opponent out so that we win by them not having a deck and being able to draw cards. Um, yeah, let's build me a deck. So it filled this out the best it could. And so I can just, it's already in my clipboard, so I can paste it in here. And, as always, I should probably add this to the template that just says, ask more questions before starting if you need more info. And now every time I speak into Whisper, it's going to output a formatted response that is more like a what's the word I'm looking for? More like a structured prompt that's helpful. So we're going to send this and see what it does here. And it's begin thinking, it's trying to understand, and it's building out a mill strategy. So we'll let it do that. And now we're going to kind of step back into the world that I've come from and iterate into what gets you the most success with prompts, in my opinion. So when I started as a developer, Google was what I had. And I could just come in here and search for something. And whatever I searched for would be what I would copy and paste to build apps, or I would learn more about to build apps. One thing that I've searched for a lot is centering a picture in the background. So I have learned keywords that align with SEO optimizations to find those solutions. So I'm going to come in here and go CSS tricks, center image, and then I'm gonna type the word cover as well. So I don't remember how to do this, but I know that these are the keywords that I need to find the result. And if I come here and click on this centering in CSS guide, we will find a post from CSS Tricks about it. If I come back, long story short, that's how I would go about finding solutions. If I had a JavaScript problem, I would be like JS console log table. And I might find that there's a console table function to log out tables. I would almost always add MDN to my searches as well. It's been a while since I've done this, and that would just help narrow down my search. This is a concept that all of us that use Google have learned over time subjectively, that if we include certain words, it gets us closer to our end result. It's not too dissimilar with AI. With AI, we want to understand where we're at and where we're going and provide context and information that guides the AI to produce the desired result. So, for example, if I were to go to ChatGPT and just use their 4.5 model and say, make me a Pokemon deck, I'm going to get a result around a Pokemon deck for the TCG. It's focusing on some things, and it's going to do the Charizard EX and Pidgeot EX deck, which is in the standard format. One of the best decks to have ever been created. It's really fun to play. They've got too many Professor Researches in it, though. Already, I can see you need 4 Arvin and 2 Researches. You need 4 Rare Candy, although they did go with the Charmeleon and Pidgeots. And 1, you can't play 2 Radiant Greninja. You can only play 1. So there's a whole bunch of things that it already doesn't know, and it's just making this stuff up the best that it can. However, if I create a new chat and I were to say something a little bit more specific, like I want to create a Pokemon deck that is using Charizard EX and using Pidgeot EX from like the standard rotation format that's currently available. And please make sure to follow all of the rules in what's allowed to be in a deck and what are the limits of certain cards, because I need this to be playable at a tournament. And that's it. So now it's going to build out this prompt for me and put it in there. And I'm going to tell it to be able to search the internet for stuff, and we'll just let it go. So this is a much more detailed post that we're making from our dictation tool by just speaking to it. And it went and added a lot more context, which is maybe helpful or not. But I could have gone in there and edited those things if needed. So let's see here. As of March 6, 2025, F, G, and H. However, in April 11th, 2025, the F cards will be rotating out. So that's cool that it's aware of that. And so let's see how it does here. We've got 3 Charizard EX, 3 Charmander, 1 Charmeleon, 2 Pidgeot, 2 Pidgey, 1 Radiant Charizard, 1 Luminion, 1 Rotom, 1 Pheasantipity, 1 Dusknoir, Dusclops, Dusclold. This is ideally a good list from what I can see already. And the fact that I just gave it more information to guide it in the direction it's going and in a much better structure, I got a lot further, right? So when it comes down to working with these models and trying to get a result, the way that you structure what you're doing matters. And if you can create a simple way for you to have a successful prompt regularly, you will get much more success. And that's it. That's where we're going to wrap up today. Keep it short and simple. Really, when it comes down to it, if you want to get good at prompting, you need to practice. Also, as a shortcut, you can just ask the AI, hey, how do I write good prompts for you so that we can work well together? And it will likely give you a good suggestion. At the end of the day, this is just a fun adventure that we all have to buckle up and try. So we'll see you later. Bye.